everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this home called Hazeldene Manor. So it is up on the gallery now, so make sure you head over there and download it for yourself. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So this home features 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms and has kind of a traditional style interior, and I'm really happy how it looks. And yeah, so this took me probably around 2 and a bit hours. It wasn't actually that long. I was kind of surprised it didn't take me that long, because it's kind of, well, a 40 by 30 lot. I would have thought it would take me that long because I don't do that many of these size builds. It's not like that really, it's like not massive at all really, but compared to what I normally do, which is like smaller homes and things, it is, you know, a little bit of a step up. And I have been doing that recently with other builds as well. So you may have seen my, well, the couple actually, I think the most recent to be built, maybe I think so, the Lakeside Suburban Home, the Bluebell Avenue, Modern Suburban Home, and this one here, Hazeldene, there we go, Manor. Those 4 builds I've been doing a little bit more bigger, and also those are the builds, you may, if you watch those builds, I did say in the voiceover that the way I'm doing it is I'm doing the exterior for those before I went on holiday, and then I did the interior when I came back, and I did that for 4 builds, those 3 that I just mentioned, and this is the last one I did in that order. I really like doing it that way. It just allowed me to put so much effort into it. It's kind of really hard to explain how it allowed me to do that, but it kind of just did. It was kind of because I did the whole exterior in the same amount of time I would have done the exterior and interior, but it didn't feel like I was kind of going on for too long because I had that week break because I went on holiday, then I came back to do the interior, so it kind of felt like I wasn't spending as much time as I was in it. But because I was spending so much time on it, it allowed me to do so much more with it, and I felt it came out so much better and just so much more detailed, I think. And yeah, so we're just working on the landscape, and here we've done the shape of the house. I did actually have a few problems with the shape of the house, actually. I don't know why. It was just, if you see how the windows are, it's kind of like the windows are like 1 tile pushed back, and then the wall is like 1 tile forward. So I did it that way, and it kind of just had a lot of problems with making the rooms inside class as a room, and it took me quite a while to do that. And when I went inside and I was doing the wallpapers, I think I cut most of it out, but when I was doing the wallpapers, but you know when you press like shift or alt, I can't remember which one, and it like does it for the whole room, it also did it for the outside as well. So the wallpaper I was using inside accidentally went outside, and I didn't even notice until a little bit after. So then off screen I had to go back and change it all again, which is a little bit irritating, but you know, I managed to do it in the end. And yeah, so we're just working on this bit here, which is the backyard or back garden, however you say it. And also put a pool in here as well. It is a pretty decent size, I think, and it kind of goes around the corner as well and kind of fits the shape of the house a little bit as well. And the back garden and the fence and things, as you can see there. I mean, it doesn't perfectly fit it. It's kind of like, I guess it's just not completely square, I'm supposed to say. And yeah, there's also a seating table out there and a little barbecue there as well, so it all looks pretty nice. And yeah, so like I said, since this is the last build I did in that that way of doing exterior, the interior and the break when I went on holiday, now I don't actually have any more builds kind of like, I guess, in reserve, I guess if that's a right way to put it. So if you have any ideas for what you want to see, then make sure you leave a like. I was going to say a like, comment, share and subscribe. Why was I saying my outro there? I have no idea. Oh my god, I'm a total mess today. Make sure you leave some comments down below about what you think I should do next. So it could be any type of build really. If it's something similar to what I've done before or totally different, just absolutely anything. Always be suggesting ideas you want to see because I'm always up for it. So, you know, just leave that down below or on your preferred social media, or my links for that are down below in the comment section. So I'm just taking a quick look here at my schedule. So this video should be going up on the 11th of August. That might be subject to change a little bit, but that's pretty much how it is. So the other builds have gone up, so yeah. Also got some other things coming up this summer as well. You know, some projects I've been working on, which I seem to be talking about quite a lot now, but they're kind of nearly finished, and I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm so excited of what's coming up. It's kind of like very soon. Wait, what's happening here on screen? What am I doing there? I have no idea. Oh, that was because, wait, I have no idea what I'm doing here actually. What has actually happened? I don't know, did you see me that? I went back into like live mode and then I was doing something, like I was uploading to the gallery. Oh, wait, I can't actually remember now. I think I might be moving lots or something. I think that's what I was doing. I don't know, I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention to the surroundings there. I can't tell if it's changed or not. Anyway, sorry, I just hit my pop filter there. Like, oh my god. I think I do that at least once every video. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I do have a few projects coming up. Some things really, really exciting, and they're coming pretty soon as well. So make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, because I'll be letting you know when these announcements are coming. And yeah, I'm not going to say any more about it because I feel like I'm talking too much about it, and I'm going to probably end up slipping out something and giving away what these things are. But yeah, I'm just going to shut up now about that. So yeah, we're working on the interior here, and we're starting off with the kitchen. I don't know why, but I kind of always start off with the kitchen. It just seems like the first main place of the home, I think, at least on the lower floor. And yeah, so I'm really, really happy with it. One thing I always do with these kitchens that are a little bit more on the bigger scale, I have the counters kind of like wrapping around the whole thing, and when you kind of look at it, some points it looks way too much. So as you can see there, I don't have counters going on the corners there. Kind of just to split it off a little bit so it wasn't too much, I guess. Also putting a island in here as well. Sometimes it isn't really the room for it, but as you can see here, I had a perfect opportunity to add in an island, and I always love when I do it as well. I think it just adds so much to a kitchen. So I went ahead and did that there, as you can see. Just changing around the position of it and things. Sometimes I always have a problem with where I'm going to put the island. Like, it's always one tile off where I want it to be, and I'm always like readjusting it and things. And yeah, and also another like really annoying thing I think about islands is that the items kind of don't clip in the ways that you want it to. Like, they always snap to the grid in an odd way, so you just have to move islands out to like turn on move objects, and then it's just annoying. Anyway, so yeah, I'm also putting these things in here, those coffee things. It's really annoying that you have to have both of those two objects there, as you just saw, to actually work it. It's one of those fancy coffee machines we got with Get Together. So I only really put them in if I have like a big kitchen. And yeah, so I took a pause here for a second. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to cut these things out. I normally like stop the voiceover and go ahead and actually cut that pause out if it's kind of long. But I'm hoping it's going to stop in just a second, or if not, I'm going to have to cut the voiceover here and go ahead and do that. It's really annoying. Sometimes I forget to do this. Oh my god, I think I'm going to have to cut the voiceover in a second. Oh my god, I'm going to give it a few more seconds and hopefully it's going to stop. If there we go, okay, it did stop. Anyway, so in this kitchen, sometimes I kind of feel like I have to, well, actually, just in big builds, there we go, oh my god, I can't speak today, what is wrong with me? In big builds, it's sometimes I feel like I have to have it completely decorated, you know, full, with lots of decoration, lots of paintings and things like wall decorations, all this sort of stuff. And in this build, I've thought that to be honest, it's not really that necessary, and sometimes it can look worse if you over decorate something, but at the same time, if you under decorate things, it can look a bit too bare and just not a good build. But today I actually went for that more of a not so decorated look. Not so decorated, not so bare. It kind of just made me think of the not so bare challenger. Anyway, so yeah, just so having it not like very cramped with different things, just, you know, well, in the kitchen it is kind of decorated, but for the rest of the house it's not like completely full, I'm trying to say here. Anyway, so I also added in a few shelves there. I've been doing those recently. There are things that I think add so much detail to a build, and I always forget to do them for some reason. But I've been adding those in and just paying attention to those little details, and I think that's really been helping me with improving my builds recently. And yeah, and I've also been doing so many builds. It's like ridiculous. Like I think like my main channel focus now is builds. I know like at the minute I don't have any Let's Plays going on because well, they're both finished, my Collins Family Let's Play and my City Living LP. So I'm trying to decide on what I'd like to see in terms of a Let's Play on my channel. Well, what I'd like to make, I should say. So in the comments down below, let me know of what you would want to see. My ideas I'm having at the minute is maybe the Black Widow challenge or Runaway Teen challenge. Those two are really standing out to me, something I would want to do. So if you'd like to go ahead and see that, or if you have any ideas, because those are definitely like, I'm still open to suggestions. I'm not definitely going to be choosing between one of those two. If you suggest something else and I really like it, then I might go ahead and do that. But yeah, at the minute, I'm kind of focusing on builds because that's something that, in terms of my audience, really like the most. And yeah, so Let's Plays have always been a thing that is never really that popular. It's always something that is kind of, the view durations, like the retention time, is absolute just really bad. Like say for example a 20-minute, well, even that's too long for an LP episode, like for me anyway. I like watching longer ones, but when I'm making one I always like to keep it like 15 minutes. So yeah, when I do Let's Plays, like say a 50-minute episode, like the average watch time will be about between like 30 and 50 seconds, which is just kind of makes me like so depressed when I make them, because it's like, what is the point? I could be putting all this time into making a build. And you know, it's not all about the views, and I'm not saying that. It's just that I feel like if I'm getting those sort of views and LPs, then what's the point? I might as well put them all into a build, which is something that I both enjoy a lot and also my audience enjoys a lot. So I think that's a better decision. And unless I get, you know, some requests to do LPs in the future, then that might be something I'll do. Not replacing builds, maybe just one video a week, which I normally do with my City Living LP when that was on. But yeah, so enough of that talk. Here we are on the main living space here. The main like downstairs area is pretty much all open plan, apart from two bathrooms that are downstairs. So this living room area was actually pretty big. I could have actually made this into a living room and a bedroom because it is pretty big, like I said. So as you saw there, I was just putting a bar area in there. It's something that I don't add into my builds that often, but it is something nice, and it kind of just fills up that space there nicely, as you just saw. So I went ahead and added that in. And yeah, so here's another thing which I'm doing with this sink here. Now, I have done this once or twice. I think it was actually my last build, the modern suburban home I did. I did this thing where putting a console table with the move objects cheat on and adding a sink over it. I think it looks really nice and just a little bit different. I've seen a few people do that in the past, and I think it looks actually kind of nice. So I went ahead and did it just to, you know, just to switch things up, and I like to try new things. And I have been doing that recently, just trying different techniques and pairing different objects together and trying to make, you know, something interesting. And that's one of those things I tried out, and I really like it. So that's one of the bathrooms up there. There's the second one up here, so there's 4 in total because there's 2 downstairs. And like I said, there's 6 bedrooms up here as well. I always end up doing homes, well, these last 3 that I did, you know, their order, like I mentioned, they've always been pretty big in terms of bedroom size. Like, I have so many bedrooms in my homes that I'm building recently. I don't know why, it kind of just seems that way, and it's always ended up that way because I feel like in bigger homes, the floor plans I always have trouble with. It's always with bigger homes, I always struggle with the floor plan. And what I end up doing is kind of making lots of rooms, and because I feel like having open space doesn't look that good. But in reality, there we go. If I just had some open space and maybe not so many rooms, then I don't think it would look that bad. It's just kind of my mindset, and like, okay, there's too much blank space here, I have to add in a room here. So yeah, kind of just how it goes, and I always end up having lots of bedrooms. And yeah, so this is a master bedroom, and it's pretty nice size as well. I think most of the bedrooms in this home are kind of like the same size. Nothing really too tiny or too big. They're all pretty much the same. In terms of the wall coverings and things, I did use this same theme here, as you can see, with the wallpaper on top and the brown trim going around the bottom bit there. So that's the same on the bottom floor and the top floor, but on the top floor I did go ahead in the bedrooms and change that top wallpaper colours. As you can see, it's yellow at the minute. So in one of the bedrooms it's blue, pink, yellow, well, the main area is yellow, green, and so many other colours as well, just to change it up a little bit. Another thing there, as you can see there, I added in a mirror above the stairs. It's something I always do. It's actually, I have that in real life in our home, and I do that in my builds now. I don't know why, it's just something I kind of used to, I suppose. But it's kind of a little bit dangerous as well. Actually, one little story here. A long while ago, I was probably about like, I would say 5 or 6, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7, I can't really remember, around that age. And we actually had those mirrors up against a staircase in the same position as you saw in this house. And if you want to go ahead and actually see it, then I do have my real life home built up, so you can go ahead and see what I mean. And I was sitting in the living room, well, I was just me in the living room, and I was sitting there, and just all of a sudden I heard this huge big crash and smash sound, and I thought it was like somebody in the kitchen like putting dishes away and they like smashed a plate or something, but it was kind of like a big thud, and I could really feel it, and it was the mirrors on the stairs, and they fell off the wall and crashed and smashed in the hallway. And it was a total shock, to be honest. And I was actually going to be going upstairs like really close to when that happened, so that could have turned out really, really bad. So I'm glad I didn't go upstairs at that point. And yes, that happened, but we've changed the mirrors now, and they're pretty much the same, to be honest. So, but we've never had that happen in years, and I'm not going to continue to talk about it in case it ends up happening. Oh my god, that's just turned really dark there. Anyway, moving on. So that happened. I don't know why, to be honest. They were there for many years. Maybe they're getting old or something, I don't know. Anyway, so we're working on one of these bedrooms here, which is the pink one. I don't have any other pink bedrooms. I kind of just changed up the colour once and didn't have them repeating, apart from the yellow colour there, as you saw. And yeah, so I think this is the second last bedroom of the build here. which we're working on now. And yeah, so I don't actually have any kids' bedrooms in this home, which is something I've been doing with these last couple of homes. I feel like they're kind of more upper scale, I guess, and of having a kids' room in compared to the other kind of furnishing that I've got around the house doesn't really fit in that well. But they do have, in most of those builds I've been doing recently, they do still have a blue and a pink room, symbolising when I made those rooms, kind of going through my head, was a boy and a girl, or maybe a teenage age sort of range when I was doing that. But yeah, so that's kind of what my reasoning behind that. If you want to go ahead and download this, you could easily just add in a few kids' toys or something to make it more fit for a kid. I was going to say fit for a king there, but a kid, there we go, oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, and what else I want to say there? Totally forgotten, just totally went out of my mind. That always happens sometimes. There's all of a sudden I'm talking about something and then snap, it's gone. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, you could easily change that, but it's kind of more of a luxurious kind of kids room, I guess, so you don't really need to change it. It could be used for that purpose as well. And yeah, so we're on the last bedroom here. Hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please make sure you leave some thoughts down below and what you want to see next as well in the comments section, or on any of those preferred social media websites. All my links are down below in the description. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't. Download this for yourself. Did I just say that? I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. Download it for yourself on the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.